Pant Project started in October 2020, and Udit and I, as co-founders, are millennials. We initially started the brand more to target the millennial audience. Something we've seen over time is Gen Z is a really powerful consumer base in India. It's a growing consumer base. They're very fashion forward, very trendy, and they look out for new age digital brands. So with that, the Pan project has adapted over time. We've expanded our product catalog, for example, to be more Gen Z friendly. We moved away from just formal pants and smart casual pants to launching a variety of slim and relaxed fit jeans, for example, doing a lot of cargo pants, which are trending with Gen Z, six pocket cargos, doing sweatpants for this winter, more of the athleisure, casual wear vibe, doing all weather essential joggers, which are like stain and water repellent and have, good use for both hiking outdoors and trekking, as well as lounging around at home. So we've tried from our product side to really cater to Gen Z and millennial audiences. And from a marketing perspective, we've taken on a few initiatives like participating recently in IIT Powai's Mood Indigo Festival, where we had a life-size jeans installation, and people could come in and paint on their pants and jeans at this live installation. So engaging with Gen Z across the board, both in our stores and online. Yeah, so my brother Udit is actually our creative director, and he came up with this idea of Into the Woods. It's a campaign that was shot in Landor. It's really celebrating the ability to express yourself very freely in nature. It's celebrating our luxury products like merino wool pants, which are made from 100% merino wool that's mulesing free wool. So we've actually gone down to the level of ensuring that the product that we're procuring is sustainable, and from a raw materials perspective, ensuring sustainability. I think when you say what is the brand doing to be sustainable, Into the Woods is just one example of a campaign where we celebrate being in touch with nature and really using recycled polyester from PET plastic bottles, making that into fiber and fabric. And it's been performing really well. It's been appreciated. It's got an Italian design signature. It is, an international look and feel as a product, and that's something that appeals to Gen Z. But at the same time, it's made in India and it's sustainable. And I think Gen Z is very vocal for local. They really do believe in made in India as a growing trend, and they would prefer a high quality Indian brand to a global brand. I think that's a trend shift that's very recent, right? If you look, 20 years ago, people would say "Juta hai Japani," like they would want foreign shoes. If you look nowadays, the customer will proudly say, "This is made in India and it's as good quality as best in the world." Yeah, something we've seen with Gen Z and our whole audience base at large is the desire to make the pants truly your own. And when you personalize it, little details, right? Like monogramming the initials of your name in the front pocket. So my pants say DT on them, Dhruv Toshniwal. And that's just a nice little touch that makes it feel really like your pair of pants. Or even from a styling perspective, since we make custom made pants, you can curate. Do you want a button or a hook? Do you want to add pleats onto your pant? Do you want a turn up hem at the bottom of your pant? And these are the design flexibilities that Gen Z really values. I think Nike were early pioneers in the shoe industry. They would let you design your own pair of Nike shoes, and I think that's coming to apparel now, and we're trying to lead that. Also from a fit perspective, I think one thing that's important to Gen Z and at large to a larger audience in India is size inclusivity. And so we're a brand that's for all sizes. We've made pants as little as 26 waist, as high as 60 waist. So we've done right across the sizes, different fits, different body types being served. So I think that is something, personalization and inclusivity, two things that the Gen Z audience really values and Pant Project stands for. Yeah, there's a lot of thought that goes into it. I think a few things. One, the business model being custom made leads to less waste. You only produce a pair of pants once you've sold them. And so there's less waste generated in the system. The second is the manufacturing processes itself. So at our factories, we use solar power to power the factories. We have a zero hazardous chemical discharge facility where all the wastewater is processed so that when it's released back into the environment, it's as good quality as can be used for farming. We, in our design process, ensure we're running more timeless fashion styles so that you don't have dead stock that ends up in a landfill and is just unsold inventory that has to be scrapped. And that's a big problem in the fast fashion industry. Being a core fashion brand, you can minimize that sort of wastage. And when it comes to designing product itself, we try to look at every detail of the product, right from the product to the packaging itself. A lot of our packaging is plastic-free packaging. It's designed to endure the test of time. And I think durability is another very important factor in minimizing your footprint in the environment. So our pants are built to last a long time, and that makes sure you wear them a lot of times and you're not just accumulating a lot of new product, fast fashion in your wardrobe that you wear 2 or 3 times and throw away. I think that's the single biggest contributor to waste in the fashion industry. We only make pants when we have an order, so we have very little unsold inventory. But when we do come across that, we have different processes for liquidation. And to date, we've been fortunate. We've been able to, ensure none of our pants go to waste. We're able to make sure some consumer has them in their hands. So at our factory, all the scrap fabrics too, we have a process where we end up using them for different purposes. The scraps could go to, we have a training institute where women are taught to make handbags and wallet covers and different products from the scrap fabrics, and they end up selling that in the local villages to make an income. So there's a lot of little things as initiatives that we're doing. My take honestly is, as a brand, we don't like to talk too much about all these things because we think it's our responsibility to do it, but we also know there's a lot of greenwashing that goes on in the industry. And I think Gen Z really values authenticity. So we try to do more and say less, because most brands are doing less and just saying more. D2C is a large part of our business, currently 90+% of our business. For the first 4 years, we were online only. For the first 2 years, we were own website only. And I think it's a beautiful channel to start a business. It lets you serve the entire country in an instant. And it's a core part of our brand because it lets you interact directly with the customer and learn and every day improve your operations to serve customers better. I think in D2C, marketplaces play an important role in distribution. I think quick commerce is a trend that's picking up with Gen Z, and we as a brand are starting to experiment with. And I think D2C will always be a core part of Pant Project, especially as a philosophy, being close to the customer and being responsive to the customer's needs. I think D2C plus offline long term is even more powerful because in apparel, touch and feel is important. And so the offline channel is very important for trial. For the first time, you go into a store, see all the product, try it. Once you know your size, you can confidently repeat online. We opened in 2024 our first 6 offline stores. We do have a plan to aggressively ramp up our offline presence. Our 7th store will be opening next week. We'll have a presence in Bombay, Bangalore, Chandigarh, Pune. We'll be looking to open stores in Delhi, Hyderabad, Calcutta, Ahmedabad, Chennai, and across the country. Honestly, the purchasing power is so deep across India. Cities like Indore, Lucknow, Surat, Jaipur would all be of interest to us. So we'll follow our digital footprint data. Wherever we have a high density of orders, we'll look to first open up an offline retail store. And the hope is that in this decade, Pant Project becomes a household name, and we have stores all across the country where you can come try our product and be served either in the store or online, as per your preference. Yeah, we've had a fast scale-up journey in the last 4 years. We've grown revenue from 1 crore per year in our first year of operations to 30 crores a year in the last financial year. And we're still looking at aggressive growth in terms of where we want to get. We're looking to cross 100 crores in revenue in FY26. And we want to continue to scale up. at a growth rate that historically has been at least 100% a year. We want to continue that stretch and just continue to grow and serve more and more customers with high quality product and service as we can. Yeah, I think one big theme is, comfort at the core of everything that we do. And so athleisure and more fabric tech and innovation. I think we draw a lot of inspiration from global brands like your Uniqlo or Lululemon. And so doing things that really make life easier for the customer. And everyone wants to be comfortable in their day to day while looking good. So I think you'll see the core of Pant Project's offering being centered around those things, the best quality fabrics, very comfortable fits and designs, and timeless classics that you can wear easily with different, combinations of pairings. So without giving too much away, I'll say that's the high level. I think denims and jeans, casual wear, sweatpants, lounge pants, joggers, those are cargo pants. Those are all directions that the brand is looking to expand their catalog in. Yeah, so pants is a massive business in India. Our research tells us it's a $5-6 billion industry. 35-40,000 crore business in terms of a TAM or addressable market. I think we want to start out serving as many customers as we can. We've served almost 2 lakh customers now. Our goal is first to serve 1 million customers, so to get to 10 lakh customers. After that, we'll shape more ambitious goals. We'd love to get a significant share of this market. I think the larger goal is to be the household name for pants. If you think pants, you should think the Pant Project as the first choice to buy pants in the country. And in terms of market share, it's such a large market that even if you can capture a small percentage of a large market, you can make a big dent. I think for us, we really look to delight every single customer, and we really look at repeat customer rates. So currently, more than 50% of our customers repeat with the brand. And that's something that is a big indicator for us that people are happy with our product. So while we serve more and more customers, we also keep a very close eye on repeat customer rates. And that gives us a lot of satisfaction when someone comes back and shops the brand for the second, third, fourth, fifth time. I think the first thing is to always be following the trends in the product. And we talked about that. Tracking what's going to be trending and keeping your product catalog relevant. I think from a marketing perspective, we've got a great young team that's always working on new ideas to stay relevant and creative in the customer's mind. And I think from an operations perspective, an apparel business is actually really complex on the back end. And so the customers usually think, oh, I'm just buying a pant and it must be easy to deliver pants to my doorstep. But there's a lot of work that goes into each step of the manufacturing and design process. And we think long term, to build a stable business that has the potential to be around for many decades, it requires a lot of investment in the back end. So something we're looking to do is continue to strengthen our backbone while we do a lot of marketing on the front end. And it's often the invisible parts of this business that drive the success.